Hey everyone, and welcome back to Cappy Terra. I'm Steve. I'm the game master. I'm joined with my co-host at Ronin's Den, Eric. We've got Joe, Howard, and Kara who are playing Janus, John, and Celine in that order. Uh, Kara, are you recapping today? Or
I can totally recap today for sure.
beautiful?
All right.
Take it away.
Uh, sure. Last time we found out that we needed to find the sites of the other two rituals of the celestial bureaucracy trying to collapse Grave the Earth Elemental. Killian set up a ritual to see into the past to discover where they had gone, and that was successful. We decided to go to the left group first and faced a bishop, a woman with golden hair and a golden dog. It was a very dramatic fight with Celine getting knocked out of it, then brought back in, and then watching as her companions one by one fell to this woman. Finally, in a desperate attempt, she reached out to Grave and asked him to create a rock slide to buy her time. And with that, she was able to defeat the woman who ran away. We then patched ourselves up as best we could and ran off to the third ritual site where we discovered a mage's body floating in the air with some sort of tendrils of light coming out of cracks in the earth. We did a variety of things to disrupt this ritual and were successful in stopping it. Just barely. It was really close. After this, we got to speak with Grave, who told us a little bit about the other elementals that we are looking for. Striker likes warm things, find a volcano. Breeze doesn't like people and resides in the floating citadel. And oh, I forgot about the dream. I even wrote a little star next to it. Oh well. Janus between times had a dream involving a sun/light being saying some very cryptic and abstract things. I'm sure this will come up later. Killian received a Grave Arcanum. Celine received a Heart of Grave, increasing her mind points, and that is where we ended our session.
All right, and yeah, we left off with Celine and Killian receiving gifts. Grave proceeds to give Janus and John their gifts, which we talked about off stream. Grave, once again, thank you for freeing me. I can go back to moving about.
Stay safe out there. They'll probably try again at some point.
I assume they will. When that happens, I'll be ready. At this point, he like slowly turns and starts to just slowly, step by step. He's a mountain and he's walking.
He's got such a long stride. It covers so little distance with it.
Yeah, obnoxiously slow for how much his legs move.
But we just leave too? Like, this feels awkward.
I mean, aren't we part way up the mountain to the sky?
No, Killian teleported you guys
Right.
away from the mountain enough to free Grave. So you're at the base of the mountain.
I did.
Well, we have a bead on the next two.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to... Who do we want to go for next?
Does someone have a map who can tell us how close? We know that up this mountain is this wind god. Or elemental.
I thought he was over the Great Spine last we heard.
Yes, the other mountain range. Over that way. But don't we have some
Yes.
kind of item that can get us to him? I thought Killian learned how to like say something fancy from Rifttrack or something like that.
I don't remember that.
We got a
We
coin
have-
from the storyteller that once we
We got-
get to where we can find the floating city, we can use it to summon him down or
Oh,
something.
that's it.
That's right.
I think that's what it was.
But how close
For-
is the next fire
Well,
place?
we are kind of in the dead center. Looking at the map. Unfurling
Yep.
a large map I produced from nowhere.
Do we need to
Yeah.
make our way back to the town that we left Adam and Steve in? Or are we just going to leave them there?
Narb?
Yeah, that one, Narb.
That would probably be a good idea, but that is going to be quite the trip. And that would put us
Right.
closer to the Great Spine and Breeze.
Mm-hmm.
So I just got to make the decision on which one we're going to go with first, because it's going to be a trek either way.
Well, I guess we're traveling then.
I mean, there also is a well-known city pretty close to you
Oh, yeah.
called Erd. You might be able to
Yes.
find a easier means back to Narb that way, but that's up to you guys. If you want to, you could do the trek across land.
Ooh.
That's going to be a long travel.
Weeks.
Out of game without inventory point restoration? Not
Erd is-
the way I'd like to go.
Erd is probably going to be it.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
that's a really good idea.
I think we have to go back to Erd. Or we'll go to
The-
Erd.
It even though the straight line is technically shorter and would pull us through the Draconic Peaks, the time it would take to traverse the Draconic Peaks, it's faster to go around, isn't it?
It's 28 days to Narb. So
I'm into
Oh.
Herb.
So if you go one, because mountain it takes 10 days to get to Erd.
Yeah. Let's
If you
let's
go
just go
through
to
the
Erd.
mountains, it's gonna be no, because of the hexes. It's gonna be 8 days if you go straight through the mountains. But
Okay.
it's a lot more dangerous to go through the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes sense because it's
higher
mountains.
higher rolls. Yeah.
Yeah, you're rolling a bigger die in the mountains.
Yeah.
My suggestion is just to go around. The extra 2 days isn't going to be that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
For sure.
All right. We're going to say you guys are technically on this square. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll say you're there in 8 days. So we'll need a total. I'm only going to have you do 4 rolls. We're going to do 1 roll per hex. So who wants to do the first travel roll? This is going to just be a low threat, so a D8.
I'll roll. First one. 3.
You guys make it through the first 2 nights with no issues. Who is going to make the second roll, which will be the next 2 days?
I'll do it.
Okay. Once again, very, very uneventful. No discoveries, no challenges. You have made it another hex. Who is going to make the third roll? It's between Howard and Joe.
Oh, I rolled once already.
Oh, you did? Oh,
I rolled
then
first.
Who didn't roll? I thought Celine did. My bad.
I have
Celine
not
and
yet.
John. One of you
John,
two.
You got this.
I'll roll.
Ooh.
Oh, that is nice. All right,
Neat.
I'll put those notes away. Hold on. You all have rolled a 1. That is the first one we have had, meaning it is our first discovery. Now let's get to my list of discoveries.
It was my time. I rolled some bad ones last week, or the last session.
Da, ba, 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 ba.
May the math rocks be ever in our favor.
As the four of you are traveling, I'm going to say this is the 6th day. You guys are going, you have about an hour before you're going to stop to break and make camp. But off in the distance, you see in your pathway what appears to be some kind of wreckage.
Ooh. Hey, does anybody see that?
I do. Out of character. I wonder if it's a Crash Corvega. Sorry, Fallout. In character.
I'm not.
Well-
There's two dualities.
I don't know how that happened.
Do not know, but I thought I'd let you guys know. I wasn't trying to call it out on stream. Now there's two of me.
Well, I gotta fix it, and I gotta fix it by moving things.
All right, but
Okay.
yes, there is. You guys see ahead of you some form of wreckage.
Can we tell, like, is it metally or wooden or...
It looks metal-ish.
Okay.
Huh.
Metal, wood, kind of an amalgamation of them.
Does it look
Well,
like
maybe we
there's
should
anything
check it out.
around that may have caused this?
Not at this moment. You don't see or notice anything that would have caused this to have occurred.
Is there any indication of whether this was recent or if it's been here a while?
There is a little bit of smoke coming off of it. So it might have been more recent than not recent.
Someone might be hurt. We should go help.
Absolutely. Just be careful.
Okay.
All right. The four of you proceed forward in a little bit of a quicker pace. As you get there, it's definitely, at this point, you can't really tell what it was trying to be, but it's just a bunch of metal and wood, and there's just like wires and crystals and all kinds of stuff just shattered all over the place. And there is this very, very short, gnomish type person just laying there in a heap, unconscious.
I'll nudge him a little with my foot. Hey, you okay?
You just hear,
He's breathing.
Well, I could heal him, and that would make it a lot easier to ask him who he is and why he's here and all of that.
It
But I
also
also
will make it to
understand
where he
if you
can
guys
walk back.
want to poke around first.
No, let's heal him up just in case. Because we don't know if we're poking around in something that could hurt us too.
That is a really good point. Celine will absolutely cast heal on the gnomish person.
all right.
But
And
we
the
must
10
be
9
prepared for whatever must happen as it goes.
As you heal him, his eyes burst open and he just like sits up in a frantic what happened? What happened here?
Take it easy. Take it easy. We're unconscious. Don't make like too sudden of movements.
Was unconscious.
Mhm.
What happened? No, my creation. It's destroyed. What did you do?
We found you here like this.
Oh, you didn't do this?
No.
No.
Oh. Oh, okay. I'm not in any danger then. Well, maybe. I don't know. This was my invention. It was gonna make me a ton of zenith.
What was your invention?
It was a personalized flying device.
Mm.
Looks at the scattered scrap on the ground. Huh. Well, you survived the crash. That's good to know.
Yeah, that they did, but
Apparently your safety
Fiddle.
measures are good.
I guess so. But no, it was supposed to revolutionize travel. Individual flying devices. People could get to where they needed to go in half the time. It would have been great.
Maybe let's work on individualized, personalized, automated ground travel. That way the worst that can happen is you just get stuck somewhere. You don't fall out of the sky. Perfect that. Then let's move to sky.
People are already working on that. How am I going to make the name Fiddlestick Farstein popular if people don't see me doing something incredible?
Stage performance.
I'm gonna lean over to John and be like, I don't think the name's ever gonna be popular.
No.
But anyway, yes, name's Fiddlestick. Thank you for saving me.
You're very
She's
welcome.
the one
I'm
with-
Celine.
Ah,
James.
Celine, it's nice to meet all of you. Even the brooding ones.
Who's brooding?
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, so it's starting to come back to me. I was in my device, and I was in the air. And it was working. And then all of a sudden, I got startled because a mountain just disappeared.
Mm.
And then I got scared, and I don't remember after that.
You know,
Giving a very
mountains
obvious space journey.
tend to disappear sometimes.
I have never seen a mountain disappear in my life.
Well, if you're the first one creating a flying machine, then you've also never seen a flying machine in your life, so that's 2 firsts.
That's pretty great.
Also, you survived the first crash of a flying machine.
Yeah. It's far better than the alternative.
I should write a book.
That's
a
how you can be
great
famous.
idea. Yeah.
The Life and Times of Fiddlestick Farstein.
Still think he needs to workshop that name a little bit more. That ain't gonna be popular.
What's wrong with the name?
Oh crap! You can hear
Too
me.
many books start with the life and time, right? Of course.
I just give this look like,
The
oh crap, you can hear me.
Odyssey.
Bar walking, flights, and another word that starts with F by Fiddlestick Farstein.
Alliteration. That's always a good way to go.
Yeah, I agree. I'll think about it. But anyway, where are the 4 of you headed, by the way? You seem to just be out in the middle of nowhere.
Erd.
Oh, that's where I live.
Well then, would you like an escort pack?
I would love one. You guys seem like a great group of people. Helping a random nobody in the middle of the wilderness. You guys are great. We need more people like you in the world.
We're amazing.
We're definitely the better
it's-
option of random people you can come across in the wilderness.
Yeah, like you could run into them celestial bureaucrats.
Ugh.
Ugh.
I put you one up in my notch if you don't particularly like them.
I don't. Killian,
Mm-hmm.
roll me like an observation type of a check. So I'm gonna say it's definitely insight.
I'm just gonna say insight.
Yeah, that works. Well, it doesn't matter. You have all D8s across the board anyway.
No, I don't.
Well, no,
I have a
no,
D10.
you don't. You're looking at the wrong person.
Yeah.
That's me.
It's a D10. All right. And a D10. All right.
All right.
12.
As he's talking to the other three a little bit, as you're looking at the ruins of his device, you notice some familiar markings on what you assume was the engine of this device.
Mm-hmm.
And they are very similar to the markings on your what are the fucking things called? Seals.
Okay. I'm gonna walk as we're leaving. I'm gonna stop by and take a closer look at everything that's going on with that machine.
All right. Yeah, so this machine definitely, from what you can tell about it, it looks like it was just, like he said, some kind of personalized flying device. But looking like through some of the wreckage, you can tell that he is I don't want to use the word cultist,
Mhm.
but he's definitely someone who knows about the ruin and is actively trying to bring it about.
Ah.
And if he were to find out who you are, he would definitely be a fanatic.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep that in my pocket. I'm gonna grab up. I'm gonna grab up a piece too that like has that symbol on it, or some of like if there's a small pocket-sized piece that has enough writing on it to be decipherable. If I ever was to go, hey, by the way, look at this thing.
Okay.
Yeah, like this part right
you're
here.
able to do that.
Okay.
He looks, as he's talking to the three of you while Killian's doing that, he finally reaches place like, well, there's a lot of parts in that old device of mine. If you want to take it and try to sell it, you could probably make some good zenith off it as a reward for like saving me and stuff.
Is there anything specific you need to keep a hold of for your next looks around iteration?
No, I don't think I'm going to try again.
Fair.
Oh. Okay.
The Fiddlestick Farnstein flying contraption will never be a thing.
Fair enough. Yeah, we'll gather up some of the stuff. See what we
Sure.
can't do to make it.
Does anything look interesting?
Only the stuff that Killian had picked up while you guys were talking. There's a lot of like jewels and like mechanical parts. You could easily sell it for a good amount of zenith.
All right. I'll take it.
Happy to help.
Crystals, any metals that don't look like just iron or steel, but like, coppers, golds,
Mhm.
brasses, bronzes.
Yeah, there's a few of those. You guys
Nice.
easily fill up a bag of just stuff. It's gonna get you a bunch of zenith. And then we will need one more roll. And I believe that's Celine?
Oh, it's my turn. Let's see what happens. All right. 8 and roll. Oh, good.
4. Your day is uneventful. Let me get to my notes about Earth. All right. As you approach Erd, it is a city. It looks a little bit more developed than some of the places you guys have been to. Obviously, Celine's hometown, not the most developed place in the world, kind of old-fashioned. Crescent Harbor still has that old, like, old-timey feel to it. This one seems to have like a couple of crystalline buildings. There's people doing like magical games of chance in the streets. It's a little more bustling than you would expect. And Fiddlestick thanks you guys for getting him home. He shows you where the local inn is, and he shows you where you can go pawn all of the stuff that you have just received.
You said that the town was bustling. Would you also say potentially that it's categorized as hustling?
Sure, yeah, they're hustling and bustling.
Perfect. Just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay, then. But anyway, so yeah, he shows you the inn. Everything is all kind of there.
So we need to do the standard, sell our stuff, rest at the inn, recover inventory points, and persist against the horrors. So let's, I guess, start by selling and recovering points.
Okay.
Yeah.
The sale of all the stuff gets you guys 1,000 zenit.
Ooh.
So it's a good
and
250 a piece.
And then I forget how much it is to restore your per inventory point.
10
I would have
per.
It's I think
look at
10
it.
per.
10 per.
Okay. 10 per. You guys know it. Good job. The local supply shop easily has all your supplies. You restore your inventory points with no issues. Just however many you're filling up to, erase that much zenit, and you are good to go.
Nice.
As this town is, as you stated, more hustling and or bustling, would you say there are shops with which to shop for new armor and such?
Yeah, there are a few shops. What particular type of armor are you looking for? They only have the basic stuff. They don't have anything like magical or stuff like that.
I was going to look and see if they had maybe something I could get that would be a step up from my runic plate, but if they're not going to have anything that would be that, then I am fine.
Oh. What does your runic plate do?
It is a 11 base defense and +1 magic defense. Insight die +1.
Okay. And it doesn't have any additional stuff or anything like that.
No special qualities or anything. So if they're not going to have anything that would be beyond some of the starting gear, then that answers my question pretty much.
Okay. Yeah, they don't really have anything rare here. So no, they just have your basic equipment. What does everyone want to do now that you have made it to Erd?
Well, we need to, I guess, get situated at a place to sleep for the night, and then start figuring out how we're going to get back to get Adam and Steve in Narb.
Okay. The inn that Fiddlesticks has showed you to is called the Rusty Nail. And it is packed full of people who are, from what you can tell, there's a lot of gambling in this city. There are poker tables, there's dice games going. Everyone seems to be in on the gag. Like, everybody is willing to bet and gamble. It might be like their pastime. You walk in and there is a middle-aged woman with red hair that is behind the counter. What can I do for the four of you?
Just a room for the night, meals and such.
I think it can manage that. How long do you plan to stay?
Oh, at least one night, but possibly longer.
Okay, we'll do it by night basis then. Rooms are 10 zenit a night, so that'll be 40 zenit for the rooms, please. Unless you're all sharing a room, then it'll be 10. But I assume you're all separate.
Yeah, no, separate works.
Yep.
Never want to assume, but
I'll pay my 10.
I'll pay my
Same.
10.
I'll throw mine down. How are we splitting up that money from the stuff-a-majigs?
It's 250 apiece.
250 apiece. Okay. I'm bad at math.
All good.
Celine, she looks at you and she just kind of goes, "A moon priestess. Here. That's weird."
I am a long way from home. That is true.
What brings you all the way out to Erd? I thought you all kind of stayed in your localized area.
That's kind of a long story. But just learning more about the world, traveling with my friends.
Interesting. But anyway, yeah, we can provide meals and such. It'll be fine. Just go take a seat. We'll bring some food out to you shortly.
Oh, thank you.
John wants to kind of start paying attention to what she's doing at that point because that question was weird.
I'm starting to feel like I should buy a different outfit. Uh-oh.
Yeah. So John, roll insight. Insight.
Eight.
8. As far as you can tell, she's cooking your food, or she's like getting your food ready, getting a couple drinks, and she brings them to the table. What's up?
Right.
Oh no, I was just say let her cook.
Yeah.
As she comes out, she just like puts down the 4 plates, the 4 drinks. She goes, "Well, this is the dinner for tonight is roasted chicken with mashed potatoes, carrots, and the drink of the day is the chicken shine. So have fun."
The what?
I'm gonna take
Chicken
a big sniff
shine.
of the chicken shine.
Chicken shine.
It burns your nose. Like, it does not smell like chicken. Have you ever smelled like 100% pure moonshine?
Yes.
Yes.
Some of that
Burns your
swamp
nose.
jack stuff.
Oh no.
Yeah. But so as you say, the what? She goes, chicken shine. Basically our homemade alcohol, and we put chicken broth from our soup into it, and it tastes interesting.
Interesting is this is out of character. Interesting is not a word I would have expected.
I think I'll pass on that one personally.
I will
Come on,
take
it's
one.
part of it's with the meal. You got to try it. Everyone who comes has to try it at least once.
I'll take a big swig.
John will drink it.
It tastes as bad as it sounds, and it hurts the entire way down.
This feels like you took the grease that you fried the chicken in, watered it down, but left it at 170 degrees, and then served it ice cold. I feel like it's pulling a layer of my insides down with it, and that might actually be a good thing. You might be able to sell this as a health cleanse.
Well, it's supposed to clear you out. It'll cleanse the palate so your food tastes better.
It's burning because of the alcohol. It's not burning because it's basically poison, right? Because of like how much alcohol is in it. Is that
she just kind of looks at you. She's like, "It's not poison. It won't kill you."
No. I'm trying to find out how I'm going to roleplay this.
Oh, yeah, it's just alcohol is burning because it is pure 100% moonshine with just like he said, the chicken grease in it.
So it's basically poison, like ish. Like your body wants to like it's hard for your body.
Yeah, your body is reacting in the way that it should, which is making you feel warm and fuzzy and a little tipsy.
It's very special, but you all may want to stay away from it. But like John has no emotion about like it. It's fine.
Selena's gonna like do the tiniest sip. Absolutely.
He's shaking her head. He's shaking his head. No.
And she's gonna hand it to you. Here you go.
Don't
I don't think I want the rest of this. Thanks.
Did you actually take a sip though?
Yeah. You should definitely have the rest, John.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
She just kind of laughs at you coughing and walks away.
As a wine drinker, let me make a recommendation. Don't slurp when you make a tiny sip that you really don't want. It aerates the liquor and makes it burn worse.
That was not a good choice. Whoops.
Don't
we need
do
to get
that.
You a washable
As
spoon.
John slurps it.
We need to get you a washable straw. Safest bet.
It's not like I've never drunk before. Just nothing like that. That was horrible.
Oh, I know.
Killian, at this point, 3 individuals come up to the table. 2 of them look like they're just lackeys, and the other one, he's got like a bandana around his head. He's got some he looks like a gang leader, and he just comes up and he puts down a bag in front of you that you can tell is Zenit, and he goes, "Listen, you need anything, man. Anything at all. We got you. We know who you are. We like your vibe. You got us. We're the Red Hand. Biggest group in this city. You need us, we're there."
I'm just gonna stare at them a little bit, like, I think you might have me mistaken for somebody else.
They just kind of like, he smiles. He goes, "Yeah. You're probably right. We probably do. Forget we said anything, but yeah, need anything, let us know." He just walks off with the other 2. They just gave you a bag of 750 Zenit.
Yeah, I'm gonna pocket that anyway, but yeah, I have ideas.
Killian, what was that about?
No idea. Honestly, they probably got me confused with somebody else. You said 750?
Yeah.
I do travel.
You traveled a lot.
Yeah,
Have
I
you
do.
ever been here?
Not that I remember.
Maybe you got one of those faces.
Might be because of the coat. They said they were part of the Red Hand, and I'm wearing this lovely red coat. So either way, I'm gonna hold on to this money. I'm not gonna spend it right away, but we should probably get out of town sooner rather than later.
Okay, let me ask you this. Should we be worried that random people are walking up and giving you money?
I mean, it's not the strangest thing's ever happened with a random person just walking up on me.
What is?
Like, this isn't like you're being confused for a mob boss or something, is it?
Possibly, maybe. I've had to bluff my way out of a lot of situations over the years when I get into some of these towns. Either don't have any travel money or, get in the wrong side of the wrong person. Had to make a story up here or there. This could be one of those stories kind of coming full circle on me.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, there's just a lot of going on here. those three guys like walked away, but they're definitely like keeping an eye on you.
It's gonna make
even from across the room.
It's gonna make what I was gonna do a little bit more difficult.
Maybe separate rooms was not as good of an idea.
Well, I'm gonna go for a walk real quick, and I'm gonna see if they follow. And if they do, I'll try and ditch them, and I'll make my way back here a little bit later. Not the first time I've had to deal with something like this before, so I'll catch you guys in the morning.
Do you want me to stay at the table and then see what they do?
Yeah, you guys stay here. I'm gonna go take a walk and see what I can figure out with this.
Would you like me to tail the tail?
No, I think I can do this on my own. I think I'll be all right. Gonna make this quick.
Stay safe.
Yep. I'm gonna just get up.
We'll stay up a while, but we'll stay here.
Okay. So I'm gonna get up and just casually leave. My goal is to go find that gnome.
Okay. Fiddlestick.
Yes.
Yep. So the three of you watch as Killian leaves. There is about 3 to 5 minute hesitation as the three individuals like quickly finish their drink, put it down, take like a couple quick bites of their food, and then the three of them out the door they go. Do the three of you do anything or say anything? Like role play a little bit, and then we'll cut to Killian.
Still not mega comfortable with this.
Right.
Janus, do you got this?
What do you guys think?
He's either hiding something.
Well, obviously hiding something.
Right.
I meant about letting him do this. He knew they were going to follow him.
It doesn't seem like they're hostile.
True.
I don't think he's necessarily in danger. If he's not ready to tell us yet, I don't know.
Hostile happens quickly.
True.
That's just my experience.
All right. I'm going to sit back and, without slurping, take another sip of my chicken shine. Just, ugh.
Why are you still drinking that?
They didn't bring us water.
Oh. We could ask for some.
John's going to take it out of your hand and just be like, it's fine.
I'm really scared they're just going to give us a cup of chicken broth if I ask for water.
That would still be better than this.
I mean, that's true.
At least
Doesn't it
eventually.
have water in it?
Yeah.
Don't do that. At least with this, after a few swigs, I'll forget, and it won't taste the same anymore.
Good point.
All right, we're gonna cut
tomorrow.
We're gonna cut to outside. Killian, how are you trying to find Fiddlestick Farstein? With a name like that, he shouldn't be hard.
Yeah. I'm going to find something that looks mechanic shoppy. Or like somebody that looks like mechanic-y. Maybe a local guard. It's either a guard or somebody that looks like a mechanic. The mechanic looking first, though. Is anybody walking around like that?
You do see this one guy in suspenders. He's got like the black smear that you would see from like a worker on his face, and he's headed towards the inn. He's whistling to himself, has kind of like that "my day's done" strut to him as he's going.
Okay. I'm gonna, walk up on him and be like, "Hey, quick question. I'm new to town. I was looking for a local mechanic. Heard some rumors about a guy named
Howdy, friend. Well, howdy, friend. Fiddlestick. Oh, yeah, Fiddlestick. He owns that place over yonder. Over there. He points to a building. It's got a big, like, cogwheel on the door, and it looks dilapidated.
Okay.
Like, Everything in this city looks really nice, except for this one building he pointed at. That'd be Fiddlestick over there. Anything else I can help you with, friend?
No, that's it. Thanks much.
No problem. You have a great day. Oh, and by the way, if you get yourself a hankering for some food, since you're an outsider, clearly, go to the Rust and Nail. They have a great chicken, and they got the best drink in the world. It's called Chicken Shine. He just keeps on walking.
Keep that in mind. And I'm going to head over to Fiddlestick's garage.
Okay. Yeah, the door, there's the building.
Knock on the door and be like, and wait and see if anybody answers.
After a few minutes, the door opens and it's the guy. Fiddlestick is, friend, good to see you. I see you found where I live.
Yeah, you mind if I come in for a minute?
Sure, come on in. Not a problem.
So I'm going to head in and I'm going to drop the wreckage that I brought with me on a table and be like, I need to know, where did you see this, and what was the design? Where did the design for that craft come from?
This point, the friendly, pleasant demeanor drops, and he's like, "Well, that's a interesting concept, really. Why do you need to know?"
I'm gonna stretch up a little bit and just be like, I think you know why I would need to know, if we can both read that.
This point, he's looking you over, and you're standing there, and the door behind you just opens, and these three guys come in, and you just see his eyes widen, and he goes, No, it's you. You're the one.
I'm just gonna, give him the eyeball and be like, and that's not Fiddlesticks, right? That's just the walking guy.
No, this is Fiddlesticks. When the three of them come in, and they've got this, the three of them have a look of joy on their face,
right?
And Fiddlesticks is like, it's you. You're the one.
And those three that came in, were they the same people from the bar?
Yes, all three of them. And they have actually knelt down as they've come in. They're on one knee behind you.
Mm. Oh, I think I know what this is about.
At your service, our lord.
Yeah, how about we keep that a little bit under wraps while I'm in town, trying to keep a low profile.
The Fiddlesticks, he's just like, you're him. You're the one. You're the door. The seal.
What do you know about the seal?
Well, we know that when all of them are broken, the darkness returns to bring the world anew.
Yes. Okay. Well, yes, I am the seal, and the seal wants you to keep a low profile.
Okay.
I can't
what do you mean by low profile?
Don't just walk up to me and hand me large sums of money in a tavern. Shoot the three that came in that, just the dagger stare.
Fiddlesticks is just offended. He's like, why would you do that? He's the door. He's the seal. You knew this, and you. Sorry, they're idiots. It's not their fault.
Right. Let's just. I'm gonna go back to my group. You guys keep your distance, and everything should be copacetic.
Before you head out, he starts to stammer a little bit. He goes, "How many of the seals are still intact? There was a burst of energy a couple days ago. We believed a seal broke."
One's been broken.
We've been researching ways to break them faster.
You don't want to break them any faster than you can. That would be bad.
Why would it be bad?
Might not open the right door.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
It's kind of like making chicken shine. Can't pull it out of the still before it's finished.
Interesting. All right, I'll make sure these 3 buffoons leave you alone. And remember, if you need anything, ever, at any time, send word and we'll be there.
How
We're
about...
at your service.
Well, now that you mention it, do you have any landcraft that I could take and get back to my little journey here?
Yes, I can get you a vehicle by tomorrow.
Let's do that.
Perfect.
Okay. I'm going back to my inn. You 3, stay away. I mean it.
They just put their heads down and they're like, okay, sir, okay.
And I'm going to head back to the tavern.
We cut back to the inn. The 3 of you have your conversation about the chicken shine. At this point, this individual with these suspenders, the smear on his face, comes in. He looks at the 3 of you. Well, hello, strangers. Welcome to the to the city of Erd. It's great to see outsiders in the town that aren't them celestial bureaucrats.
Agreed.
Indeed.
I'm the mayor. My name is Frank. It's nice to meet you.
Oh, well, Mayor Frank, you seem to have quite the exciting town here.
Well, we try. We try to keep crime to a minimum by legalizing all the things that people in other towns and cities make crimes, right? So gambling, legal. Drinking, legal. Drugs, legal. It's all legal, so there ain't no crime.
So, what is illegal?
Right.
Well, of course, the common sense ones, right? Like, no killing nobody.
Oh,
No harming nobody, like, right? The creature
thieving.
comforts is legal, right? But like thieving from other people in a disrespectful way, like thieve from them at the table, not in the pickety pockety way, you know?
Oh.
Illegal theft, gambling,
Gambling, yeah.
by being better at them than at cards.
Yeah, or swindling them by cheating at cards.
Right. Or sharking them at pool.
Yeah, man, shh, we don't talk about that kind of thing. We gotta let people know that not everybody plays pool the same way. It's all on the up and up.
You want the challenge, but you know, it's like a carnival, like carnival games.
Well, we have some of them down on the 8th Street. My favorite one is that ball that you throw into the jug of shine, and if you get it in, you get a prize. Nobody ever gets a prize.
I figured.
The ball is bigger than the hole.
We gathered.
But don't tell nobody or they won't play the game.
Of course.
But anyway, if
And that would
3 of you...
disrupt the livelihood of a small business owner.
Of course. So if you 3 need anything while you're in my city, you just let me know and I will take care of it pronto. Now, if you don't mind me, I got some chicken shine to drink.
Enjoy.
At this point, this is when Killian walks in.
Apparently, I feel at home here.
Head back to the table and be like, did they leave? I walked around town for a little bit.
Yeah.
Secured us some...
Shortly after you did.
Okay. Well, I didn't run into them, but I did manage to secure us some transport from Fiddlesticks while I was out, ran into him, so
Oh, good.
Have an easier
one of those
through.
Incredibly common groundcraft.
Hopefully.
I do hope it's safer than the flying one.
I told him no flying machines.
Right. I heard you say groundcraft. I gotcha.
I was quite worried about that, and I agree. I hope it's a lot safer.
So, start heading back in the morning?
I think that's probably wise. Still can't figure out what the three of them were on with me about, but like I said, could be any one of those wonderful stories I made up to get some money or pass some time while in one of the towns. And it might just be catching around at this point. Really don't want to.
Maybe it's a long con. Maybe they want you to set up some sort of like cult or something, and then like use it to swindle more people. We met the mayor. He's pretty open about the illicit actions in this town. Don't play any of the carnival games.
Well, it could be one of those we gave you money, now we're going to expect stuff from you situations too.
Right.
Extortion is legal here then. Yeah, I think we should take the money and bail while we can.
You think we should go on, take the money and run? Ooh.
Sounds good to me.
As you say that, a bunch of people just start singing.
That was unintentional.
I kind of like this place. I don't think I'd want to stay here for a long time, but it's entertaining.
It's here for a good time, not for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, you guys finish up your meals, and you find out that there is actually a band playing in the inn tonight. The band is called Thalgrim and the Underlords, and they are playing some very interesting, like, psychedelic music.
I was about to say, like, I swear to God, if their name sounds like there's some sort of like Swedish black metal death band, and like if they came up there in like their Kiss style makeup or that white and black goth makeup, and then start belting out some Simon and Garfunkel, I'm gonna lose my crap.
It's polka punk.
Oh no.
That sounds interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's like the most psychedelic music ever. It's just like weird sounds and like some of those instruments that go like.
Hell, they get a theremin.
Yeah.
You're pretty sure one of them is playing a harmonica incorrectly.
Just backwards.
Nice.
But they're playing it by breathing in.
Yeah. All right. Did the four of you do anything else before retiring for the night?
No.
No, I'm good.
I'm going to go sleep and hopefully don't wake up with one chicken hangover in the morning.
I will say, when you get to your rooms, you all have to shoo chickens out of them.
Chickens.
That's fine. That's fine.
There's
It's
themes,
fine.
but this is taking a theme too far. Oh wait. Hello? She wants to talk to her chicken.
The chicken's just like, ha!
Yeah.
God, they even
Food?
have the accent.
Food?
Food? She digs in her pockets where she probably has some little bit of a roll or something.
Food? And it's like, the chickens do when they burst to something, they're pecking. Yum, 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 yum.
Why are you in the guest room?
What's a guest room?
Why are you here?
It looks at the window and goes, blew through that.
Ah, okay. Now that you've had a snack, bye-bye.
Okay.
half expecting for the chicken to look you in the face and go, why are any of us here?
Right. No. Philosophical chicken.
It like jumps up to the windowsill and it turns and goes, "Gotta cross the road."
Sleep shuts the window.
Missed your opportunity to ask why.
Nah. I don't think it's gonna give me a good answer. I'm just gonna put that out there.
All right, so the four of you go sleep, whatever. Celine, as you are asleep and dreaming as you do, your whatever your dreams normally are, your mind kind of wanders through the various things. Suddenly there's a burst of light in one of your dreams, and you are just in a room filled with books. There's a oak desk in the center of the room as this chair just does that dramatic turn. Yeah, that. And in the chair is Bishop Val, the woman that you guys fought on the back of Grave.
Oh dear.
She has a smile on her face as she pushes even though it's a dream, it seems real. She pushes a glass of, it looks like a clear liquid towards you. She goes, "It was hard to find your sleep state, but I'm glad that I did."
How did you find it? May I ask?
What is this? Lion the Witch nasty of this bitch. She just goes, "Well, you see, there's all kinds of magic in the world. So many people focus on one. At the bureaucracy, we focus on many. And the easiest way to contact new acolytes is through the dreams of the acolytes."
You say
I'm
this as if
interested.
this is a title I've accepted, which I have not.
You haven't. But you would make one heck of an acolyte. I saw your magical ability. It's incredible.
I'm pretty sure there are other things that are necessary in becoming an acolyte, and I somehow doubt that I'm going to fulfill those beliefs or expectations, perhaps. I have a feeling we differ on those.
All you have to do is fill out the proper paperwork. It's as easy as signing your name 100 times. But it seems you're not interested. But I wanted to talk about Grave. I was in the process of my mission, and you and your associates showed up. How did you know we would be there?
I'm not really sure why I should answer that question.
What was your purpose in saving Grave?
Well, It's pretty obvious that I am a priestess of the moon. Working to protect the moon would make sense. I can't imagine that's something you wouldn't have thought of on your own.
Of course, I just wanted to ask. Friendly conversation and all.
Mm-hmm. Why is the bureaucracy trying to harm the elementals?
To bring around the new order. The new world.
Which is what? What's so wrong with
Order.
the world as it is?
It's a mess. It's chaotic. The elementals do as they please. Everything is in disarray. We just want everything to have a rhyme and a reason and a purpose.
And a form and a file and a lot of paperwork.
That is part of order.
Okay.
All I'm saying is I think you would make an excellent apprentice. Your magical power, your intelligence, your skill. It's impressive. Just think about it. We'll talk again. And at this point, you wake up and it's morning.
That's unsettling.
With a lot of paperwork.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That was nice. That was good.
Yeah, that was good.
All it takes is signing your name 100 times.
Yeah, not gonna happen, lady. Not now, anyway.
Not the end user license agreement.
All right, the four of you wake up. You're given breakfast.
Steve, I had a question. When we're sleeping, we can create a bond?
Yes, when you're resting, you can create bonds. So
okay.
This is considered an actual rest.
Excellent. Because I think I want to strengthen that one right there.
Which bond?
I'd already formed one to that lady. I'm trying to remember which one I did before. Because I wasn't in the system to put it into my character sheet. Where did I put it? Now.
Wasn't my dream, so I can't form a bond with that.
Of the celestial bureaucracy.
What's the new one you formed with it?
I had mistrust from the last time. I'm trying to decide if hatred is really where I'm at this point, or if it should just stay with mistrust.
Oh, I have hatred.
It's just a strong emotion for Celine, you know?
I get it.
I could always bump one of you guys up to 3 instead.
I've been slacking on my bonds. I've been meaning to do them and I just keep forgetting. So I'm working on that.
That's part of the reason why I brought it up, because I was trying to move one up and I'm like, let's bring it up.
Yeah,
it didn't take me long.
Because of the nature of my ability, if I am to form a new bond in the future, I have to get rid of one. And I have because I have bonds of hatred for the big raptor and the Gonzadala because of my my Dark Knight abilities.
I imagine those would be pretty easy to get. Or like it'd be makes sense to drop one of those.
Oh yeah, absolutely will. But
yeah, you don't hate them anymore. They're dead.
Oh, I'm still so mad. I'm still so mad.
Rage.
Yeah, hatred is a little strong for Celine still. Mistrust for sure. But
plenty of people that are dead I absolutely hate.
And as of yet, I don't feel powerless against her, so I can't go with inferiority. That doesn't make sense. So I'm just going to strengthen one of my bonds to my teammates instead.
That's what
I don't know, man. Can you contact people through their dreams?
I don't know. Not yet. I want to find
That
out
is
where
definitely
that
a ritual.
Uh-huh. There we go. A ritual. There we
You
go.
made it
So
seem like
maybe I
she made
could.
it seem like the worst she had to do was find your phone number.
I think I did take the ritual spiritism.
Well,
I did, and that feels like a spiritist thing.
Yeah, probably.
So maybe I could.
I could see Spiritus and Entropist could both do something like that.
Yeah.
Not Elementalist. Doesn't feel like an Elementalist thing.
No.
No.
No. See, it is. It is a ritual. You can only contact people that fell asleep on the beach or in a forest fire. Or
I like it.
All right. You all eat your breakfast, get ready. As you walk out, Fiddlestick is there with I don't want to call it a car. It looks like a buggy that is making this weird noise.
what? How? And how long?
How fast does it go?
It goes pretty fast. It'll buggy along. Don't you worry. But what it is, it's the buggy, obviously, that I've put this contraption. He smacks this drum on the back of it.
I take a step back.
It's got mechanisms in it that go winding the gears that move this chain that move the wheels. To turn the wheel in the front, you got to use this joystick right here. If you want to go forward, you push it forward. If you want to stop, you pull it back. And it needs fuel. But don't worry, we got you covered, as he brings out like 4 bottles of chicken shine and puts it in the back of the wagon.
What's that for?
It's the fuel. You put it in that hole up top and it'll burn and it'll make this thing go quick.
Just wanted to make sure I heard
When
that
it
right.
stops.
So then I'm hesitant to ask this. If we run out of the chicken shine, will other similar alcohols work?
Well, if you run out of the chicken shine, you went too far.
Ooh. I'm just gonna walk. I'm gonna walk away.
You're only giving us enough to get to one place?
I go like 10 feet away and I turn around and walk back. Are you saying you have a controlled market on the fuel for this vehicle? There's only one Erd on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Well,
so like
there's only one vehicle like this in the world. I built it last night.
I'm gonna walk another 10 feet away and just be like,
what? I said I would get you a vehicle. I got you a vehicle. He's looking right at Janus. I got you a vehicle. It works. It'll get you there. If you need more chicken shine, I can get you a couple more bottles. They've got it out the wazoo in there.
oh, what happens if we run out at another town?
Well, what's the range per bottle? Like, how far can we get on a single bottle of chicken shine?
He looks at Celine. He goes, it would probably take 2 bottles to get to her place. That Aqualala,
Aqualea.
Yeah, that. That's if you go at a moderate speed. If you put it pedal to, like, joystick to the front, it's gonna burn through your gas.
I don't think we want to drive that fast, but thank you.
No, if you hit a rock, you're gonna crash. So don't drive fast.
Mm-hmm.
These wheels are not sturdy. They're just wagon wheels. They're meant to go a certain speed. If you go too much over it, they're going to crack under the pressure. I didn't reinforce the wheels. I didn't have enough time. If you wait another day, I could reinforce the wheels, but that's going to be a while.
Clearly, you pulled an all-nighter. I mean, this is very impressive.
Also, big thing to remember. Don't put the chicken shine in while the motor's running.
Okay.
If the chicken shine that's in it is fine, but if you put more in while it's running, it'll probably go kaboom.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna walk back. Did your flying machine you built run on chicken shine?
Of course.
I'm gonna just walk another 10 feet away and just be like,
he like watched Janus watch away. He looks at Killian. He's like, it's a perfect fuel. It's 100% alcohol. Like there's nothing but booze in it.
I will shout from 10 feet away, 100%.
Like literally, if you drink this and pee and light your pee on fire, it's gonna ignite. That's how proof it is.
How was this town not burned to the ground and everyone died from liver failure?
So what you're saying is I need to drink more of this before we leave. We'll save a bottle. Empty.
I don't care what you do, but you wanted a vehicle. But here's a vehicle. Why is everybody asking all these questions? Oh, here's how you turn it off. And he pulls this lever on the side of the drum and it turns off. He goes, now to start it, that's a tricky process. He pushes the lever up. He gets on the back and he pulls this string like you're starting a motor. And it starts the putter. And he goes, once it starts this puttering, you have to kick this switch. And it's literally like a switch on the ground. It kicks forward. And you just hear...
My grandfather's lawnmower.
I'm taking notes on all of these operational requirements on this thing.
Uh-huh. Yes.
So, Killian, you happy with it?
It'll do the job. And hopefully we don't get stuck on the road somewhere with it.
You do notice that there is an FF, like, painted on the two sides of the wagon.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
But, yeah, do you have any other questions?
No, I'm good. Everybody else good?
Yes.
Fabulous.
All right. Let's do this.
Good is a strong word, but it'll work.
He starts to walk away, and then all of a sudden he stops and comes back. He goes, oh, and by the way, this pipe here where the smoke is coming out, it's called an exhaust. Don't breathe it. And then he walks off.
Adds that to the list of operational information.
He knows everything about exhaust because he is exhausting.
As you say that, you just hear exhausted.
Thank you.
Work all night and everybody bitchy about it. What the... He mumbles as he goes back to his shop.
Oh, let's head out.
All right. I assume y'all are headed back to Narb.
As we start the road, ask so many questions. It's just an experimental car. Who knows?
It's like he forgot that we found him in a pile of wreckage or something.
Yeah, but that one was flying. This one's ground-based. Less moving parts, hopefully.
To get to Narb, it is going to take you 8 days, as this vehicle will cover 2 hexes per day.
Nice.
We are going to roll checks. Or we're gonna roll travel rolls. And we will cover that as we get there. So, who wants to roll for the first 2 hexes?
I'll do it. What am I rolling?
Oh, this because you are in a car and you are going fast. It's going to be a D8. Low. Oh, no. Yeah, that works. All right.
3.
Uneventful the first 2 hexes. So 1, 2. Be on that hex, actually. Roll the next 2, somebody.
I'll do it. Get out of the way. Where'd my mouse go? There it is. No whammies.
Actually, it would have been there.
Would have been this one? Okay, cool.
Yeah. Oh, now we go to this one, and
that's a 1.
That was a 1. We get another discovery. I like that. I like a discoveries.
What we find?
Yep, I'm looking up my list of stuff. So as you are moving along, you actually come upon a couple, like, it's kind of a wooded area, but then you come up on this, like, this spot that is perfectly circle and cleared out. And on the ground are these little mushrooms that appear to have doors on them. Joe's laughing.
Like little tiny mushrooms?
Like, they're about, like, maybe a foot tall.
And they have doors.
Yep. There appears to be, like, just this little village of mushrooms with doors. There's, like, a little stream that's, like, this wide going through it.
Hey, that looks, never seen
Cozy.
mushroom houses.
What could possibly live in there?
How are we sitting for
Probably something.
Sorry. No, go on.
Probably who lives in there is probably something preyed on by a gangly wizard.
I'm old.
You got the reference.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too.
Well, do we want to stop or do we want to keep going?
I need to see this if it wouldn't bother anyone too much.
No, go for it. I don't even understand how.
Exactly.
I don't see any shops.
And you don't learn
There's
by just driving by.
There's no farm. I mean, you learn something by driving by. We learned this exists.
Okay.
But I need more detail.
Wait,
Fair enough.
what do you guys do? Do you stop the vehicle?
Yeah. Kara wants to investigate. Let's do it.
Uh-huh.
All right.
You want to investigate?
Right. What do you do?
Crouch down by a door and knock. I mean, duh.
It's more like a
finger
the
poke.
door opens slightly, and you just see like 2 eyes peering out, and the door closes real quick as you just hear a big one, a big one.
Oh, I think I scared him.
Seems that
At
way.
this point, another, like, one of the doors from the other mushrooms opens up, and this, I want to say they're like this tall. They're wearing, they're yellow. They're these yellow guys with these, like, puffs of hair. They're wearing, like, overalls, and this one's got, like, a toothpick and a button from a shirt that's, like, got a strap on the back. He's like, I'll defend the town. I'll defend us.
I come in peace. I mean no harm.
You don't?
Yeah.
You're not here for our berries?
No? What berries?
Our yellow berries. We grow them and they have magical properties and the mean old wizard tries to steal them.
That's terrible. I'm sorry to hear that. I don't intend to steal anything, and I didn't even know you had yellow berries. It does kind of make sense with the yellow.
He puts the toothpick like you're not really sure how it's hanging on his overalls, but the toothpick goes in, and he puts the button behind his back, and all the doors start to open as more of these little yellow people. They've got pink poofy hair, and they're all wearing overalls. And this really old one who has white poofy hair comes up, and he's just like, "So you're really not with the wizard?"
No, I can't say that I am. I don't think I've even met a wizard recently.
He comes all the time. He brings his beast with him, and they steal our berries. Last time we tried to fight him, we lost 10 of our people. And he points to like this to what to him would be a field in the distance, which is like 5 feet away from you, is just this like area that has these freshly dug graves with these little itty bitty headstones.
Where is the quarry they got these from?
Right. I mean, it wouldn't take much. They're kind of small. Oh dear.
You
That's
said the
really
wizard's
sad.
been causing trouble for you. Where, and I'm loath to get involved, is this wizard?
He's in the tower off in the distance. It's about 3 weeks travel that way. And you guys look like in the direction, and there's a tower maybe 3 hours away. But to them, it would be 3 weeks.
I have no idea how we missed that.
We were just driving. I mean, I'm still not used to going this fast. It's very weird.
Well, you didn't notice it because it has a magic on it that if you don't know it's there, you can't see it.
Oh, that makes sense, actually.
And we only know because Lefty was in there, but he escaped.
I'm going to look at Lefty. Is he missing his left arm now?
He's missing his right arm.
Apt. Maybe we can visit this wizard and ask him to stop politely.
He's very mean. Very mean.
The politely was sarcastic. We're going to beat the crap out of him.
They all just start like cheering and throwing things in the air. Like, the giants are our saviors. And they start like bowing to the 4 of you.
But it's not necessary. We haven't actually done anything
beat up an old
yet.
man?
So, like, save that for when we actually like do something.
I mean, beating up old men isn't my favorite pastime, but it seems like a good.
It is in the defense of. It is in the defense of smaller things. So.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
All right.
Let's roll.
So
it's a 3-hour walk. Does that mean it's like a 10-minute drive?
Yeah. You guys, if you hop in the car, you're there, or the vehicle, you're there in like no time.
We can just call it a cart, but the T is silent.
And it is hold on, let me try to get a picture.
Swear to God, it's not even a tower,
it is,
it's just a 2-story house.
It is. It is 100% the Gargamel house.
Oh yeah.
There, I put it in the chat. That is exactly what you see.
Oh God.
All right, you guys pull up.
I'm gonna rap on the door.
You hear some shuffling. You hear a cat just meow. The shuffling comes to the door. The door opens as this individual is there just wringing his hands. He's wearing this long black robe, like a bald spot with tufts of hair everywhere. He's just like, yes.
You need to stop pestering the little creatures not far from here.
Why?
I'm gonna lean. Is he about the same height as me, or shorter, or taller?
He's like 5'2".
I'm gonna lean down into his face because I asked politely.
Okay, let's roll a check. Roll some kind of intimidation check.
What would you like me to roll?
I'm gonna say, let me get the stats up. I'm gonna say it's definitely gonna be a willpower as one of them.
Can I do might for my other? Flexing my...
You're like an intimidating guy with a big old sword, so... Eight. Okay. He just kind of looks at you and he goes, do you not understand that those berries are magical and they won't let anybody have them? I asked, I offered to pay them, I offered to give them goods beyond imagine, and they won't
decided
trade.
To just steal them.
Requisition them is the term I prefer.
Did you say requisition?
Yes.
That was the wrong word choice. I'm going to start to draw my sword.
As you are drawing your sword, he just kind of like waves his hands together as the two cats that are with him just like grow into these ferocious monsters.
Really don't want to hurt your cats, man.
Well, too bad on that. We are gonna be going to one of these scenes.
He had to choose the most bureaucratic ass sounding word.
He did. He sure did. All right. So, hold on. We need that. Alright, so we need that right there. And then we're gonna do...
I love the random encounters in this so far. It's giving Fallout 1 and 2.
We need soldiers.
Like I'm thinking of Fallout Tactics with the 4 horsemen of the post-apocalypse just sitting around a fireplace being really depressed because they got there late and they can't do their job. The world's already blown itself up.
Sorry, hold on. I was not expecting this, so I gotta find the right stat blocks for these enemies y'all are about to fight.
Sorry.
No, it's not your fault. What?
Talking to the dog. Al came over for pets. Just tell him to get lost.
All right. So the NPCs, humanoids. We're gonna do her. She's gonna be the old man, just as a stand-in. And then we're gonna do... We'll put out these two howlers as the stand-ins for the cats. she is an elite. Or he is an elite. So, this is not a villain. This is just some random ass encounter. You guys go first in the initiative.
Are you gonna move us to a scene?
Oh, didn't I?
You didn't click activate.
We're already over.
I'm over.
Got everybody.
I will go ahead and strike at one of the cats.
Okay.
I will use Dark Blade Shadow Strike as well. All right, so first I'm gonna roll my might. 3 damage. Then I roll the attack. That's not what I meant to hit. That's not good.
No, that ain't gonna hit nobody.
That
even with his crap. Oh, he doesn't have crappy defense, surprisingly. All right. That would be Janus's turn, unless you got a Fabula to spend to try to re-roll or something.
I do. Actually, yeah, I'll go ahead and roll it. Can I invoke my trait of my beautiful swordsman? My identity, so to speak.
Why not?
The first swing. Oh, see, that's even worse. It's actually the same.
Yeah.
1 less damage if it would have hit, but anywho. All right, so that was 1 fabulous point. Mark it down. So the Scion, or the Mage, is gonna go. Hold on. Trying to figure out what he wants to do with his abilities. We're gonna have one of the cats go first, and while you guys are going, I can. The cat is going to powerfully charge Janus, surprisingly.
Bring it.
And it is going to roll its might plus its might, which is a D10 and a D10.
Beefy boy.
Plus 1. Kabloomy. That's 6 is not gonna hit, so the first cat has went.
I'd like to go if you two don't mind.
Go for it.
Celine looks right at the old man, and just based on what the little people said, she's gonna try something. I would like to cast Enrage upon him, which would cause him to suffer enraged and not be able to perform the guard or spell action during his next turn.
Ooh, okay. Does it just go off, or is there a check?
No, I have to roll for that one. Yep.
Okay. So that'd be versus his. That'd be versus his magical defense,
not
probably.
Great. Not a great roll.
What was it? An 8.
8.
His magical defense is an 11.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I think.
All right. Well, he is going to go, and he is. He is going to attack Celine. He did not like you trying to cast magics upon him.
Of course he did.
And he is going to use his lightning bang attack, which is his insight plus his willpower. 2d8s plus 1. Kabloomy. Versus your magical defense.
My magic defense is 10.
Then he is going to hit you. That is going to blast you for 36.
Oh, ouch. That's really ouch.
As he lightning blasted you.
Oh, I did it the wrong way. I'm in really bad shape. I'm in crisis.
Oh, that was that much? All right. Who is next in your guys' group?
I'll go.
Do it.
I am going to spend a little bit of magic here. And because things have been going the way they have been, roll-wise for Janus, I'm going to throw Divination on them. What this will do, I glimpse briefly into the future until the spell ends. After a creature you can see performs a check that was not a fumble or critical success, I may force the creature to re-roll both dice. I can do that twice.
Okay.
And that only costs...
Is that a attack?
Yeah, that's an action.
Okay.
That's an action. 50. Only costs 10 magic, though.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a spell.
Do you roll something for it, or does
Nope.
it just go?
It's like a healing spell. It's an auto go. It's like a buff.
Alrighty then. All right. Then this guy, the mage, is going to go again, and he is going to attack
Ugh.
Celine again.
Oh, no.
Crud.
Did that hit?
He hasn't rolled to see
Oh.
if he hits yet. This time he is going to use his fire blast on her. So that is going to be insight again. So 2d8 plus 1. Kazoom.
Oh,
12 versus your magic defense.
I'm 100% out. Bye-bye.
I'm going to force a reroll.
Nice.
Okay. On that whole thing or just the 8?
The whole thing. Well, the roll of the die for the hit, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
Jesus.
Wow.
These dice desperately.
They want blood.
It happens.
That is going to be 16
Yeah,
points of damage.
I am out of this combat. I have
I
surrendered.
tried.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, God.
Blasted. That is his turn.
I guess it's my turn.
I tried.
We start laying down a hurt.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and try to attack him.
Okay.
I'm going to use my rapier.
Yeah, that's going to hit. That's 14 damage to him.
I'm going to go ahead and do Bone Crusher instead and end up giving him Daze.
Okay. What's days lower again?
Daze lowers your insight die by 1.
All right. So that's a good one to have on him. All right.
Yeah.
The second cat is going to go, and that is going to be a attack against Killian.
Okay.
Going to be a 14. Jesus Christ, Steve.
Yeah,
It's going to be 19 physical damage.
Jesus.
These are level 10s, too. This is... You guys are level 10, right?
Yeah.
Dice don't like you guys. All right, we're back to the top of the round.
All right.
I'm sorry, Kara.
I'm going to cast Drain Vigor on one of the on the main guy, like the wizard guy. The wizard guy.
Okay.
Does a 7 hit his magic defense?
His magic. No.
I'm gonna force a reroll.
I'm going to use.
Oh, never mind.
Okay.
You use yours because
I was going to use. Yeah. I'm going to use my faith in you. I'm going to utilize my subversion point to activate it. You get to reroll. And I have a bond towards that character, so you're going to recover 10 mind points.
Ooh, nice.
Jesus
Christ. What is with these dice?
Your dice want to murder us. Our dice want to murder us.
Yes. There's a lot of dice murdering happening.
We gonna have a total wipe on a random encounter?
no, because I will pull the fucking ripcord here if I need to.
You'll pull.
Yeah.
I have a ripcord.
Okay. So who went? Oh, that was Killian, right?
Yep.
All right. The mage is gonna go, and he is gonna use his lightning blast on Killian. So because he is day or whatever he is, he lowered his insights. These are just 2d6s. That's a critical failure.
That's a critical failure.
I want to take opportunity. I'm going to give myself advantage.
Okay.
That's a +4 to my next check.
Okay. All right, that is his turn.
I'm gonna strike him. He's gonna get striked, and because it'll work, or hopefully, I'm gonna do my dark blade thing again, shadow strike.
Okay.
Take 4 damage. Now I'm gonna roll. Please hit. 13 to hit.
That'll hit him. How much is the total damage?
Or 26 damage, and it's darkness if that matters.
Yeah, it does not matter. Oh, maybe. Hold on. It does not matter.
Okay.
Darkness is not what mattered to him. Having Celine out of the fight this early is hurting you guys.
Scary. It's scary as hell.
He's vulnerable to light.
I should have bugged you guys. I should have done something else. Oh well.
All right. So
if Enrage worked, it would have been awesome.
Yeah.
It's his turn again, and he is attacking John. He is going to use his lightning blast again. So 8.
No.
All right. Well, he is done.
Wait, and that's an even one?
His roll, it's an 8.
So I can actually counterattack.
Okay.
With
quick note about counterattack, it needs to be a melee attack.
Okay. Maybe never mind. So I will just take my regular turn. I'm going to use one of my fabulous points to re-roll because I'm going to use my identity of tormented veteran.
Okay.
Like I gotta pull this together. Like I can't fail again.
We can't lose another soldier.
Yeah, lose another soldier. Yeah. Still not good enough.
No. It does not hit him. All right, the first cat. Did I do something wrong here?
I don't know. Did you?
So Janus went and missed. The mage went, and Joe went. The mage went. Howard went. Oh yeah, then a cat, then a cat.
Yeah, it's because
Because Celine's out. It's throwing me off.
It's hitting
All
me
right.
again.
Then the cat is gonna do do. That's gonna be a 14 to hit John.
That will hit.
All right, and that is gonna be a 20 physical damage.
And it's a melee?
Yep.
So this time I can use counterattack.
Correct.
Nope. Probably not.
That's gonna hit him.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Cats will get hit by a. What is the damage on a counterattack? I know it's not.
It's just the high rollers, no bonus.
Just the high roll.
Yeah, there's no bonus.
Treat the high roll as 0.
All right, then this other cat is going to. Nope, not a D6. D4. That's going to be Janus.
Bring it. They brought it.
14. That's going to be 19 physical damage to Janus, and that is the top of the order again.
Okay. And this time I will go first. Sorry, guys. I want to heal myself. And I'm going to hit the dude, wizard guy.
Nice.
Right.
15 hit.
Oh, yeah.
So that's 24 dark damage.
Nice.
And that brings me back to full
yeah.
health.
He is going to use his fire burst on all 3 of you.
Oh.
Versus your magical defenses. I'm pretty sure a 6 is not going to hit any of your magical defenses, so he misses.
I'm going to strike him.
All right. Get him striked.
All right. I lose 8 HP. Oh my god, I am still not crisis yet. Now I do the attack against him. Damn it.
Nope.
Miss.
All right. He is up. He is going to pull out his wand and make an attack. And his wand is his dex plus his insight with no bonuses. I didn't say who that's. I don't think a 7 hits anybody, so I don't think it matters.
No.
Yep. All right. That is it.
Can I use an inventory point to try to give Celine a magic potion, or a healing potion?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Can't use inventory points for other people.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and swing at him again.
Okay. Those dice were over the top. That is not gonna hit him.
Okay.
Cat number 1 is gonna strike
Me.
John. Cat number 2 is gonna strike not Celine. Not Celine. Both of these are attacking John. First one is going to hit you for 15.
That hits.
Oh, wait. No, that's an attack. That's an 8. Sorry. I did the damage in my head. An 8 misses probably, right?
Yes, an 8 misses.
All right. What about an 11?
An 11 hits my defense. But an 8 is an even, so I get to make a counterattack.
Okay.
8.
That will hit. That hits the puppies. So 10 more. No, not 10. 4 more to the puppy.
4 more to the puppy. That got the
puppy,
8, and then the other guy hit me for what?
That is going to be 18.
18? Okay.
All right, and that is round.
You want to go first? Anyone want to go first? Or?
You know what? I'm gonna go first, and I'll drain vigor. Oh no, that doesn't. No, I don't want to do that. I'll throw an Umbra out on all 3.
Yeah, that's going to hit all of their magical defenses. So 23. Yeah.
Boom. Darkness.
You blasted them good. Yeah, the mage is not happy about that. Gonna use his wand yet again. Not on Celine. This is gonna be on Killian, which is his dex and his insight.
No.
That's definitely not gonna hit.
All right, I'm gonna strike this man. I'm gonna attempt to. I'm gonna use Heart of Darkness. I take 5 damage. While taking that 5 damage, I enter Crisis. Upon entering Crisis, Heart of Darkness activates, and now I absolutely hate this old man. So,
man, you are so filled with hate.
Yeah.
I'm mostly mad that he's not down yet. He needs to drop. Does an 11 hit his defense?
11 hits his defense, yes.
He takes 25 dark damage.
All right.
And I recover... I believe 8 hit points. And I'm out of Crisis.
He is going to swing at Killian again. That D10 and the D6. No. Oh, 10?
No.
Nope, 7. My bad. Nope.
No. 7? No.
All right. Go ahead, John, I believe.
Oh, yeah, let me move myself. I was about to do it.
Does one of the 2 puppies look worse than the other?
Yeah, there's one that's there's one that's more hurt than the other.
I'm going to go ahead and swing on that one.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. So 14 damage to that one.
And did it have any debilitations on it? Or no?
No.
Okay.
All right. Puppy 1 is attacking
me.
John. The cat 1, I mean. Cat 2 is attacking him. This one is on John. 8 is going to be a miss.
But it's an even attack.
Yep. Killian, does a 10 hit you?
On regular defense, yes.
Okay, then yeah, that one will hit you. The puppy that you hit, John, is taking 7 more points of damage.
Awesome.
So, Killian, you are taking 17.
Okay.
And that is round.
I'm gonna try and recover some mind points. So I'm gonna drain spirit the wizard.
Okay.
Is a 7?
No.
All right.
No. Not even a little on his magic defense. He is going to use his wand because he is out of MP to attack Killian. The big old 12.
A hit on a 12?
Yep.
Yeah, that hits me.
That's the first time he's hit with his wand. So it's going to be 9 plus 8, so 17.
28. Okay.
He's done. Go ahead, Janus or John.
I'm going to strike him as I'm going to do my party trick. Rolling for Shadow Strike. 10 damage.
That's a
nice.
10. Woo!
If I hit him, it's going to hurt real bad.
You better hit him.
14 versus defense.
Yeah, you do.
30 dark damage.
You took out his last 2 health. He drops as the 2 cats turn back into just plain old house cats.
I'm glad we didn't have to hurt them that much.
And the cat or the everything goes back to normal. You guys are at this. There's a dead wizard, and there are 2 house cats that are just like looking like they're very confused.
Well,
you want to? Oh, we'll make sure Celine is up. We'll wake her up and.
Yep,
you want
Celine, you come back, I believe, in Crisis.
Yes. Correct.
Any other
and some
complications from having surrendered there?
I gotta remember what happens when you surrender.
You have many options to choose from.
I know. I just gotta get to the book. To the book. Surrendering. We are gonna do something interesting here.
Okay.
And we're gonna end the session here. But as the 3 of you look to help Celine is gone.
oh,
What?
She is not there.
Dun dun dun.
Uh-oh.
That is where we will end tonight's session. You have saved the not Smurfs
yeah.
from the evil not Gargamel.
Uh-huh.
And Celine has gone missing. We will pick back up in 2 weeks, which is the 24th. I believe next week we had scheduled Perils and Princesses with the wonderful Kara running. I know Joe was an uncertainty at that point, but that is when we are going. I will be here.
I will be here.
Eric
too.
will be here. Howard will be here. So you'll have at least
I'm like
3.
80%. I'm like 80%.
I really hope you can, but totally understand if you can't.
Beautiful. But anyway, this has been Welcome to Cappy Terra, episode 7. We will do the end of session stuff out of stream. But yeah, I'm Steve. As always, I'm joined by Eric, Joe, Howard, Kara. Thank you for a wonderful session. Have a great night.